Hi, thanks for joining us on our vertical features series. In today's segment, we're going to be tying in our seat wall with our pillar. It's a very structural integration in any job site, and it allows for our seat wall or any kind of wall to be anchored to a pillar, giving you a little bit long-term stability on that build. A couple of things to note. Obviously, the most important part of a wall build is going to be your base work, so make sure that you reference some of our other videos to see how that goes. For our intents and purposes, we're going to go ahead and start at our base block, another newer but essential piece of your wall and pillar installs. And you'll see here we have our base block running the whole length of our wall, but also underneath our pillar. If you run those four pieces in circular fashion, you'll get an approximate 33 by 33 square, more than capable of handling most of our wall units when it comes to a pillar build. So again, it's going to give us great stability, but also kind of interconnect these on the base level. Also speeds up your installation. We're going to be using our Lineo wall today. This is a nice wall, very contemporary, very easy to put together. And what you'll notice is we have different lengths in the actual wall, just like most of our other walls. If you're familiar with our quarry, some of our other walls, we have different sizes in the actual wall to give you some randomness on that build. But our pillar here is going to be made from our corner units. And so again, if you have a different wall you're working with, make sure you're using a corner unit for that wall to build your pillar. Our block here is going to give us a 12-inch length, 8-inch width, and a 4-inch height. And so what you'll see here is, again, I started my first row, 4 units in a circular fashion, kind of interconnected. And my first row of wall is actually not tied in. Most commonly, we're going to start that tie-in process on the second course. So here, I'm running my wall right adjacent to that first course. Nothing special there. My actual integration comes in on second course here. What I've done, and this is an easy repetitious cut that you can make beforehand, or again, make all your cuts and have your pillar install go smoothly. But I've taken that 12-inch length and I've cut it, this block in half. Essentially, this gives me 2 workable pieces. My first piece is going to be right down here, and you'll see that there. That allows me to run a longer piece, one of your 14, 12, or 14, 16, or 20 4-inch pieces into that pillar, essentially tying it in. Our next third course, right, we're going to alternate and go back to that first course of just butting up to that block. And then our fourth course, every other course, we're going to tie in. And I'll show you essentially here how that's done. So again, we've taken that second piece that we have left over from our initial cut, and we're going to go ahead. You see how my block's already in my pillar. Again, some glue, make sure that's really nice and tight in there. And then we're going to put our block, our cut piece, right in there, center up again. That gives me that area for that block to flow in, 2 usable pieces. On backside, again, kind of realize this is a center tie-in, probably the most popular, but there are other versions, right? We can go front side tie-in or backside tie-in where your wall actually starts and flows with the back of that pillar block. So again, a pretty streamlined installation. You can eliminate some of the cutting there. But again, most popular is going to be the center tie-in like you see here. In order to do that, we're going to do that front cut, and then that back cut is also a 6-inch cut, but it's going to be a rip cut down the length of that block. So down the 12-inch length, like you see here, we're going to rip cut that down into that 6-inch block, and again, that gives us a perfect increment for that piece to tie in and slide right in there. Our next course, again, we're going to alternate out of that tie-in, and we're going to go ahead and place that block right on top, and we're going to do, again, where we're going to butt that wall adjacent to this one here and give you that essential tie-in. And again, depending on how tall your wall is versus your pillar, you will tie in every other course in there. That's it for pillar tie-in. Please join us again next time. Thank you.